Hey guys, welcome to Onyx Family Podcast.
Welcome.
Hey, that was pretty good for getting your tooth pulled.
Oh yeah.
The laughing gas wear off now? He was
The-
laughing like crazy earlier on.
Oh yeah.
Just got his tooth pulled. He's getting braces.
Yes, in about a little over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The day before my birthday actually when I turned 16. So yeah.
Yeah. And then Shasha's going for an evaluation
Yes.
in about 2 weeks as well. So we're gonna have two people with braces. And you know what, Shasha? I know you're gonna be 20 this year. I got braces when in my early 20s too.
Really?
Yeah, it's not uncommon. A lot of
Actually,
people do.
you guys did too.
I didn't have braces in my early.
When
In my
did
20s.
you-
I didn't have braces at all. I had Invisalign.
When did you
Invisalign is
end up
like
getting
braces.
laughing gas? Was it for your braces?
No. I got laughing gas. Not even laughing gas.
No, she got knocked out.
I got completely knocked out when I got
Yeah.
my wisdom teeth taken out.
And she started talking.
Oh my goodness.
Like, also,
I used to think that was fake online when people.
You know, even I thought it was fake. And the thing is, when you are in that situation, you can't really control yourself, really. Like, everything is heightened. And you think that it won't be me, but
So
it can't.
funny.
It will be.
Wave to the camera, Luby Sinead. Say wave.
It was insane.
Yeah, I was
we were
crying.
trying to tape Shiloh today, but
Yeah, he wouldn't let me.
he was like, "Don't tape
Don't
me."
record me.
And he was dying. He
I
was, like,
literally
laughing
saw
so
my pull up her phone. I was like, no.
I didn't even move it from my lap. All I did was just
She was trying to
like
sneak. She
just
was like,
put my code in, and he was like, "Don't record me."
You're not that slick. You're not that slick.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyways, so it is 2023, the beginning of the year, and we've just been sitting around just relaxing and reflecting on 2022.
Right. I know we've had podcasts before. You know, we kind of started, stopped, but we want to come back with a bang. So we want to kind of give you guys a recap of what's been happening with us over the last couple of years, specifically even more 2022. But obviously, everyone was in the house from 2020.
Yeah.
And then parts of 2021. But we actually did a lot of cool things in 2021, 2022, and now we're heading into 2023 where we have lots of things planned and a lot of things we're waiting to see how things happen and things that we started. So let's just get started. So
Yeah.
2023. 2022.
You're getting used
We
to it.
started the year off, and we were heading back to California because we had some major projects that we had to deal with.
So at the summer of 2021, we recorded Onyx Family Dinner.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we had actually finished up recording for Onyx Monster Mysteries. So both actually debuted in the fall and winter of 2021.
Right.
And then right after that, we headed back to California to shoot a pilot. Now, we can't really talk about the pilot, can't talk about this, but what we can say, it was totally fun. We understand Hollywood. We don't understand all of Hollywood, but we understand Hollywood to a point where a lot of pilots are shot and either they're picked up or they're not picked up. So for us, we were like, let's just have the experience. Let's just have fun.
Right.
And it was the person that is kind of spearheading this pilot is a very influential, very popular person. We have a lot of respect for this actor. And it was really fun working with him and his team.
Yeah, definitely. What'd you guys think about it?
Oh, it was nerve-wracking. I mean, being a part of this pilot was just like, it was like real Hollywood things. I mean, we've always recorded, skits, comedy sketches on our Onyx Family channel, but like showing up on set, it was like you had to memorize scripts. Rehearsals.
We went to a not a voice actor.
No, that was for the cartoon.
That was for the cartoon.
Yeah.
But we had some
is she
acting
called?
coaching.
Acting coaching.
Yeah.
And so learning how to memorize and
Yes, and the
hit your
thing is, I think the
lines.
biggest difference, or one of the differences between us filming by ourselves and going on set was that a lot more people are involved. So it's not like you're directing it yourself, you're not filming it yourself and everything like that, but there's a lot more people giving
got the
input.
Cameraman, you got lighting, you got audio, you have like a room full of everybody and all eyes are on you and you've got to hit your line and you have to hit it right.
Yeah, but they're pretty patient with us. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were.
They were patient with us, but I get the feeling that once if the show gets picked up, then it's really crunch time.
Yeah.
They only have a certain amount of time you can
Right.
film.
Right.
And then you gotta be filming every week you have to film an episode
I
or
know.
something like that.
Can you guys imagine that?
Oh my
trying to
goodness.
memorize every week. Now I heard like memorization obviously is like a muscle. The more you do it, the easier it is.
Right.
But at this point, guys, we are not that strong for memorizing like a whole script. We've never had to.
That's
So-
cap. I memorize a lot. What do you mean?
Yeah,
No, but a whole script.
I'm talking about the whole family as a whole.
As a
Because
whole.
Shiloh,
Not
you
just
have
you.
to
Okay.
understand, like when you go into auditions, you already have to memorize like 10 pages.
Exactly.
Like that's like
10
I
pages.
can memorize it if I could.
No. 10 pages if it was just you.
I
Imagine
think,
that.
I think
Yes.
Shiloh could do it because Shiloh, like,
Yeah,
he has a really
he's good at
memory.
memorizing.
Yes. But
But when
I
I,
don't
do
know.
brand deals, I'll be like repeating
Oh,
myself
no.
over and over.
Yeah.
Like everybody is like, hold. You know, like I got it wrong. I got to
you
do it all
become the
over
topic
again.
of the day.
But I never thought that I'd be in a situation like this. I've watched The Cosby Show to Blackish, and it's just like to have our family be in a situation like that where we potentially could have our own show. It's really like
It's crazy.
It's exciting
Surprising.
and it's fun.
Yeah.
This whole experience, since we started in 2016, has just been just one unexpected opportunity and blessing after another.
I
Definitely.
know it was an answered prayer because we've been praying for a show for a while, and to be able to even film a pilot was just like, whoa.
But-
Yeah.
And even in an acting perspective, it really helped us discipline to really get our lines right, to really just wait until someone speaks and really listen to like how they deliver the line and really focus on how
Right.
you yourself need to deliver the line. Because we've been doing improv for so many years, like
Yeah.
Right. A lot of our
naturally.
stuff is based off of improv. So planning ahead was not. We did have some things where we planned ahead with our skits, yes, but it wasn't our majority.
But Shalom did make a lot of scripts though for a lot of skits.
No, she
I mean,
did,
like,
yeah.
but we
basic
never
points.
like stuck to
We
it
never stuck
so
to it. We were, like,
super
improv.
closely.
Right.
That's true.
every time that you guys have ever seen Onyx Family skit or Onyx Kids, there is a draft,
Yeah.
but we don't stick to it.
Yeah.
What I didn't know was, and this is funny because like I always talk about it. I was born and raised in LA, but Hollywood just might as well have been some other world when I was growing up because it was just like neither here nor there for me. But I didn't realize after we filmed Onyx Family Dinner and now this pilot that there's a whole industry of people who just give up their houses for people to shoot
Yeah.
shows and pilots and all sorts of things. I guess I was under the impression that a lot of the shows we watch are all on sets. Like in a
Yeah.
soundstage, but
Well-
there's a lot. Like you could drive all over LA, and all of a sudden you'll just come up on a set in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
and it's just someone filming a show.
That's probably low key a bag.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
so.
but some owners get really mad at people trying to visit the houses of famous houses of shows. So I don't know what the show was. I think Breaking Bad or some show.
I saw that.
Yeah, and the woman who rented her house to the show, years later, people still come and visit it, and she gets
Oh,
really
no.
mad
She literally camps there.
and just tells
Literally
people to
this-
go off.
What?
Just go out, go.
Oh,
Like,
no.
but that is, I didn't know that.
Wait,
didn't know
question:
that
Did she
either.
own it prior to the filming of Breaking
Yeah,
Bad?
so
or-
Yes.
she gave to them
and
for the show.
the funniest thing, even if they're just driving by and not even for
Yeah,
that
she
house,
gets really mad.
she does it either way.
And he was just walking. and
She
she
finds it
started
for
yelling.
fun. Like,
So when I first saw Home Alone all those many years ago, actually in the theater, that's how old I am. I
Whoa.
thought that was on a set. Well, I don't know if that needed a whoa, you know.
Wait.
But
That's not a set.
no, there's an actual house in Illinois.
Okay, how
No,
about,
but
how about
here's
the
the-
Cosby Show? Is the Cosby Show a set?
That's a
Is it,
set.
Or is it brown?
That one
yeah,
looks
that's
like
a
a
set.
set.
That's a
No,
set.
but like the craziest thing about the Home Alone situation is that they actually filmed the whole house in a high school. Like they actually had to build sets in it inside the high school.
What?
To, like film the
certain
That's what I
interior.
thought.
The interior, but the exterior they always did like the shots of the exterior. Like,
Also,
by
the
itself.
interior wasn't in the home. I thought the interior was.
No, it wasn't.
No, I remember we saw that on that
Maybe
show
they
on
had to-
Netflix.
but maybe they had to
Making movies,
remake
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Then maybe they had to remake certain parts of the house
Right.
so that they could do some damage to it.
Right.
yeah,
Mhm,
because
yeah.
I know there was some of interior something with it.
No,
Oh,
they
we
probably
watched-
did film in the house, but they didn't film any of the you know all
We
the
watch
tricks
Home
and stuff.
Alone like every year for Christmas. That's just the family thing.
I would
we
say
do.
that this year's last year was only the year we didn't. We didn't watch
What
it.
did we watch
Yeah.
this year? Oh, we watched.
we planned to watch it,
right.
And we sat down to watch it, but then we ended up turning.
Yeah,
it
we
off.
watched it every year.
we watched Glass Onion this
Yeah,
year.
we
yeah.
watched what's it called? We watched the
Knives
Rat
Out.
Race. Oh,
What did he say we watched?
Rat Race.
Rat Race.
Oh,
No, that was Thanksgiving.
yeah.
But we watched Glass Onion
That's
for
another one,
Christmas.
Rat Race. Oh my goodness, Rat Race is so funny.
Glass Onion was a good movie. I
Yeah,
liked
but-
it. I personally liked it.
I like the first Knives Out better.
Yeah, because that one was more funnier. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like I liked to study the mystery of it. And I think the mystery of the first one was better.
That's what I was
You know, it
thinking
was so
too.
obvious that Chris Never mind. I
Wow,
forgot.
again.
Spoiler.
Wow.
In case you
loves
haven't-
to spoil.
In case you haven't
Sure.
watched it in the last 2 years.
Shalom
I mean,
always spoils
me.
stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Shalom always spoils.
Accent, you guys. Give me a break.
So we were in California and we leased this home in California while we were out there.
Right.
And it was a beautiful, gorgeous home. I mean, gorgeous. And on the outside, it was just like, wow, this is amazing. But it's like, you just scratch the surface and it wasn't all like, basically all that glitters is not gold, because what we didn't know was that it didn't have any internet.
Well,
my
the
goodness.
house never had anybody in it.
Right, right.
Like no one has ever lived in it. We were the first tenants that lived in it.
T-
I
tell-
think they
t-
only
tell us
shot
that.
a movie.
They
in
shot
the
a
house.
movie at the house.
But we were the first ones to actually live in it, and it's been there since 2016.
I think, yeah, maybe even before 2015 or 16.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm gonna watch the movie after this. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
We should.
In fact, our realtor sent us the clip of the movie. He goes, "Isn't this cool?" Because I guess he didn't know.
Yeah.
But we had seen some like scripts left behind and a little
Yeah,
bit of
yeah.
props, and we were like,
But-
"What is this?"
Is it the actual house?
Yeah.
It is.
See, again, that's
That's
what I was saying. In
crazy.
California, everybody's just like, "Here, film at my house."
Right,
Right.
right. So nobody lived in it before us, but the thing is, because nobody lived in it, there were certain things that they didn't prioritize because nobody lived in it.
Yeah, because
Like-
the thing is, when we were in that house, actually, I went in the room with the windows and everything, and then I was searching through the cabinets. I was like, what is this script? I saw it, I was like, hey, Mom, check this out. And then it had and all that stuff. I was like, what could this be? And it had like 2 pages of just lines.
But otherwise, the house is beautiful. But if you don't have internet in our job,
It's oh my goodness, it makes everything 50 times more difficult.
and we didn't have good cell phone reception.
Yeah, because
No.
the thing is, when you're in California, for some reason, if you go to any higher end house, like it will always have bad cell
Really
reception.
bad.
No
Whether
matter
Beverly
what.
Hills or some parts of Hollywood,
Hidden
or like
Hills.
hidden hills,
Right.
like you will not have good reception.
Yeah. So
Even some place like Santa Clarita, we lived in Santa Clarita before, and that didn't have good reception.
So
And
I
that's not
wonder-
even high end.
I wonder how the celebrities manage.
I don't
because
know.
Right.
Well,
I guess when they're at home, they're not really into.
I guess they use the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But if you have a house that can't get Wi-Fi, like what we were
Exactly.
in, then you're just, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, we called some internet places, and then they were like, "Oh, here you can only have satellite internet."
Satellite.
You know how slow satellite? Some of you might have satellite internet. I don't know, but I know it's slow.
Yeah. Sorry for.
I'm
those
sorry
people.
for you if you have satellite.
Sorry
Yeah.
for those
I'm
people
sorry. That
have
was
satellite.
horrible. I mean, it's better than nothing.
But
But,
the thing is,
wow.
the things that we do with uploading and with videos and gaming, I couldn't play any multiplayer games for a few months.
It would take hours just to upload.
Yeah, it would take like
one regular
hours.
video. Hours.
Wait, we had to rent out a workplace to actually go there for internet.
Yeah.
Right.
We rented out an office just to go there to upload and to do stuff.
It was crazy.
It was very
and
crazy.
then animals started showing up on the property.
Oh, random
Deer.
animals. Bobcat.
Bobcat, deer. A deer just kept on coming onto the property.
And the thing about it
Yeah.
is that everybody kept on saying to us, like service people kept on
Yes.
saying to us,
Have you seen a bear yet?
Have you seen a bear? Have you seen a
Yeah.
mountain lion?
Luckily, we did
So-
not see a bear.
We
or
were
mountain
out of
lion.
there before
No.
that because we could not
Absolutely
stay.
not.
So we ended up leaving there and going to Lisa's other house.
But before we left there, we did a lot of cool things. YouTube had acknowledged us for being, what was it? The,
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Changers.
YouTube Changers Award.
Yeah.
We got this
Yeah,
big
we
box.
got the YouTube Changer Award
What is it
at
called?
that house. That was really
Oh,
cool.
Channel Changers Award.
Channel
Channel
Changers.
changers?
Yes.
And we also won for
The
the best of the best synopsis. Award.
Synopsis, Best of the Best Award.
And that's for the content that we had. So we did a lot of cool things.
Right.
And we won a lot of cool awards.
Yeah.
It wasn't a star on the Star Walk, but you know, it's a start.
It's nice to be acknowledged.
Right, right.
Yeah. I mean, this industry loves awards, so it's fun.
But we were up against quite a few people and some significant companies, and to have won those awards, we were really grateful.
Yeah.
Blessed.
So we also did a collab with Marky.
Yes.
That was
Yes,
fun.
we had a really fun collab with the TikToker. His name's Markian, and you can look him up on like TikTok, Instagram, and
Check it
stuff.
out.
But it was really fun and funny to make, and it was like I don't know. We don't do a lot of collabs, and so every time we do a collab, we really love to do it. and
Wait,
to
let's explain
be
what
the community.
Markian does. Markian, what he does is he explores different cultures around the world, and he basically educates his audience. Like, for example, with us, he did an African American sort of video basically showing us the culture of, you know, what African Americans do.
In their household. That was the theme of ours.
Yeah.
Right. So, for example, always lotioning your whole body. Or wearing a head wrap?
Cabinet.
Medicine cabinet, wearing a head wrap, things like that.
Check it out. It's really funny.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it went viral, and I think on both platforms.
TikTok, I think.
Yeah.
TikTok.
And YouTube.
And YouTube.
YouTube, it went
got
viral.
Yeah.
And
viral.
Instagram.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
That's pretty
Instagram.
cool.
So it was pretty cool.
That was fun. Now, while we were at that house, is that when I went to my 25th
You did go
year?
to your 25th
Well, I was at that
anniversary.
house.
No, we
it
had
was the
just
other one.
moved.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we moved out to, what's that area?
Rancho Palos Verdes.
We love that.
Okay.
Of all the places
Yes.
that we go back and forth
All the time.
from the south to California whenever we're doing a project.
Right.
And so we've lived in several places in California. We've lived in Hollywood Hills.
Hollywood Hills, Santa Clarita.
Right.
But let's just say we've lived in a lot of different
In a
places.
lot of places.
Yeah. So,
Wait.
Rancho Palos Verdes is definitely one of the nicest. Like, it has a nice ocean view.
Yes.
I think there's a beach nearby. Like, if you go lower.
And the beach is like cliffside. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like you go
Oh, yeah.
there, you're not really going down to the sand, but you're
Right.
going to the cliff. And it was just like we would actually take walks every morning. It was just beautiful.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And even me, like being born and raised there, I would say that even with me, that was the best, nicest place I think I've ever lived. We've lived in nicer houses, but just the area
And it was
just gorgeous.
The place that we moved from was extremely high end, and it was one of the top places to live in America, but we still prefer Rancho Palos Verdes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And
but guys, were we really there for the scenery or for the internet? Which one?
Internet.
Well, we enjoyed the internet,
enjoyed
that's for sure.
The internet. Oh my goodness, that was the best part.
yeah.
What was that?
But the scenery was like a plus, you know?
So, anywho, after we moved there, we were there for a while. You guys went off to New York, and you guys did.
Oh yes, we did a brand deal with Lego to promote the Jurassic World Dominion, the new movie with Chris. Which
Pratt?
Chris?
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
There's
And
so many Chris celebrities.
we're invited by Lego to go to New York City.
And
so
they had like these dinosaurs that was made all out of Lego.
Yeah, did you
Yeah.
guys enjoy that, Shiloh and Shasha? Cause you guys
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sinead, Shlomo, and Mommy didn't go with us. It was just us
Yeah.
three.
The thing though is that if we arrived at the scene a few hours earlier, we would have met Chris Pratt, I believe.
Yeah, Chris Pratt was at the same set that we went to promote like the movie. So it was super cool because we haven't been to New York in like a while. If you guys didn't know, we used to live there, but we didn't used to live in New York
No,
City.
we used to live in upstate.
Upstate
Yeah.
New York,
I mean,
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
born there, so like,
Yeah, Shiloh was born in upstate.
Yeah, we not really New York City. We only get there like once every few years.
Every,
So
like,
it was
4?
cool to be in the city after being in like the Pacific for a while. It's a new environment.
Yeah, we were
Definitely,
all over.
East Coast is definitely different than the West Coast.
oh yeah, most definitely.
I
I prefer
love-
Pacific way better.
West Coast is the best coast.
Wait, am I saying it right? Pacific?
Yeah,
West Coast.
You are. You're saying Pacific.
Yeah.
Pacific.
But I mean,
West Coast. Yeah, West
Pacific.
no
Coast.
one,
Some people
no
say
one really says
Pacific.
Pacific though.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Some people say
West Coast.
specific, but it's specific.
But now tell me, okay, because I wasn't there, but I need you guys to tell them about your experience at the restaurant.
Daddy?
Our manager came with us, and he wanted to take us out, because it was like wanted to celebrate with us. So I wanted to take him to a Jamaican restaurant. Everywhere I go, I try to look for a Jamaican restaurant that I can honor. Jerk chicken.
Honor? I felt embarrassed. What?
But when we got there, because COVID was going on, the place did not open up for anyone to come inside. But it was a hole in the wall. Like
It was run down to the
It was run
extreme.
down, and it was we couldn't even go in. So
here's
it was
the
just like a little window,
And then-
a small little window that they'd like shove the food out, and he
And
was
then-
expecting to be in probably like at least a 3-star
Well,
restaurant.
no,
Yeah.
none of us knew what it looked like, so we
Yeah,
just
but-
had to walk there.
And the thing is, the Uber that dropped us off already left. So
But you see what? That's where you get the best food. But we wanted a full experience, so we ended
Yeah.
up leaving and going to an Italian restaurant up the street.
yeah, but don't forget the details.
No, you forgot the details.
The owner
What
literally
detail?
walked in with like a big dirty pot and said, "Excuse me." Like,
Oh yeah, they were walking in with a pot. I don't know what the pot had in it.
And
but-
the chef, it was one of the chefs holding
Yeah.
a big pot with no gloves, with holes in his
Exactly.
sweats.
Yeah, it was
goodness.
Disgusting.
That
And then
food, I regret not tasting that food because I know
probably
with
good.
that hole in his clothes and that food probably was the best tasting food you could ever have.
Because you know what? There's a place out here where we live, and let me tell you, that place is a hole in the wall, but it's the best.
It's the best.
Anywho, that was a good trip. I'm glad you guys were able
It
to
was
fly
really
out there and
Wait,
then
all
come back.
that and y'all didn't taste the food?
Well,
had
we
some
had
pizza.
Italian, and then
Yeah.
we went to go get like one of the best pizzas in New York.
Right,
I
it was
can't
like one of
remember
the
what
best
name of
pizza
the store was.
places. It was where Spider-Man, you're right, Spider-Man movie filmed.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys stayed at the
featured it.
Marriott, right?
I
The
think
Marriott
so.
in Times Square.
Marquee.
Yeah, the Marquee.
Yeah.
So you know that's a
It was
really
it was
tall,
really
high
good
rise.
experience.
Yeah, and then
we
you-
were all over the place.
you dropped us off at the hotel, went back to that Jamaican place at night, which is even more shady.
I ordered it. I ordered it at night. I ordered
Wow.
It's like you're addicted to Jamaican food, honestly.
it. A little bit of.
We could be anywhere, guys. Like if we're in Hawaii, he'll probably look for one, like a
You will
Jamaican
not
restaurant
find a
in
Jamaican
Hawaii.
restaurant in Hawaii. That's
He
the one
tried.
place.
I think you could. I think
But I
you
did
could try
try.
it.
I did try.
But I think you could though, probably.
You could.
Probably. It
I
was
couldn't
somewhere.
believe you
I doubt
found
it.
it in Martha's Vineyard. I just could not believe that
Yeah,
you found
Martha's
one.
Vineyard had a few of them. Like they had like 2 or 3.
I could not believe that.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, but we've been all over last year. We also came back home to the South. We went to Texas. You guys had a really great
what
time
was
in
right
Texas.
after? Wait, what was right after New York?
To VidCon.
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 But before we got into
we
more-
left to go to Texas.
We went to VidCon, and this is where we had our show. We had a whole spotlight show actually on one of
Yes.
the main stages.
Yes.
Right after Charlie D'Amelio, which was amazing. Also, meeting her was nice. She was really kind. So
Her
was
dad
Her
was
dad,
really cool.
yeah.
Yeah. So they're really nice people to meet, and we just had a really good time.
So let's tell them what we did at our show.
Our show, we had like some skits, some improv skits, and we
Yeah.
pulled some of our fans from the audience, and they came and did the skits with us, and we had music, lots of music,
Rap
a lot
battle.
of a lot of
A lot of your
Shonix.
songs.
Yes, yes.
Shonix.
Yes, so we had a lot of music. We had a rap battle. We had Q&A. It was really, they let us do whatever we want with the show. They were basically like, hey, you have the stage. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So we did whatever we felt like we could do for our audience.
Okay, first of all, I'm the one that got the email. Like, would you guys like to perform? Right.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I'm always the type that wants to push our family forward. You know, if you guys like I know the long shot of a pilot, but let's do it anyway. Let's have fun, right? I know that, you know, if there's like a show, it's like, you know, we've never done a show before, but let's go ahead and do it. But I already knew that if I left it up to them, they'd probably go, "No, Mom, I don't know.
Yeah.
We have never done it before. I don't know who's gonna come." And so I was low key worried too, like who was even gonna be
Yeah,
there?
because we didn't know if it was our age demographic. Because, you know, we do a lot of our past videos, you know, are for younger kids. And we didn't know if younger kids went to VidCon. We know teens did, tweens.
We had a good turnout.
But it was,
very
I
surprised.
was
Amazing.
so
I was
happy.
shocked by the
I was
turnout.
so happy when I saw the crowd.
And I
I was
love
like,
how
oh,
they were really into it, and
Yes.
they were singing
Very
along to our
active
songs.
crowd. It was great.
it was
So
fun.
fun. So fun.
But honestly, I'm glad we did the show because I don't know if we could have done a whole hour of Q&A. Like,
No.
Yeah,
We're
most
not.
of the people there was
didn't even
doing
know us.
Q&As. No, but most of the people there was doing Q&As. Like,
Oh yeah.
all the
I think we were
TikTokers
different,
and
yeah.
We were one of the only ones that actually put on a full show with
a full show.
skits and music and
Yeah.
everything like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun. And then we got to introduce like some of the projects that we had talked about, like the cartoon and Onyx Family Dinner and other things to people who may not have seen it. So it was really fun.
Afterwards, that's when you guys were getting ready to go to
DreamCon.
DreamCon.
Yes.
So right after VidCon, we went to DreamCon, which is a gaming and anime convention by RDC World, which is it's kind of more black centered. Anybody can go, but it's very much focused on black creators,
Yeah.
black voice actors, and black gamers and everything like that. And it's very fun, very inclusive.
So as we were arriving at the hotel, guess who we saw?
Who?
We saw Sasha. You were there.
She was lobbying. She was setting you up for the dunk. The slam dunk. Okay. Dunk it.
Yeah,
Duncan, tell us who it was.
Mark.
Mark who? Mark Cuban.
Mark Phillips, the main person in RDC who created RDC World. He's the head of it, basically. So we saw him. We met him outside the hotel. That was really
Yeah,
cool.
you guys took a
yeah.
picture and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was super, super nice.
I think we
and-
were one of the first ones to meet him up front.
Yeah, you probably
Yeah.
could do it for the airport, low key. I don't
I
even know.
know.
No, because we came in early. That's why.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you know, it's funny. On the date, we came in and we were supposed to register. And we just saw a few people like around this corner, and we're like, oh guys, we're early. There's not that many people here. And then we walked around and we saw that it was a line that wrapped around this huge building. It went up some stairs, down some stairs.
Early registration.
I'm not gonna lie, we were
crazy.
lucky we had VIP that year. So.
Oh yeah.
For real.
Right. So it's funny because Sinead's crew was supposed to be there, and
they were not able to make it, which I was kind of sad about. I was like, dang, we were supposed to meet up and stuff, but hopefully in the future we'll be able to. I saw like maybe a few of them. I saw a few of them, but most of them were not able to be there. But I did meet some other cool creators like Berlizzi, Jazzy Guns, and several other streamers and gamers.
Yeah. And your boyfriend was supposed to be there, but he was busy winning Future.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was another thing that happened this year. Everything was planned out. Sinead was supposed to be going out there with her boyfriend and his mom and our family. It was supposed to be like a whole family thing. But he couldn't make it because he was in this competition called Future.
Right, and Future is a gaming competition that YouTube Shorts actually sponsored, where basically they were finding who's the next biggest gaming creator. And my boyfriend Mikey, he actually got in, and he was working on that for about 12 weeks or something like that. And yeah, he ended up winning the whole competition and being able to just move himself up from that.
I know that was so.
You guys go check out his channel.
Like,
Yeah.
Mikey.
But did you say what he won though? Like,
Oh yeah, the prize was $100,000.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that was amazing. I was really happy for him.
Yeah, it was definitely life-changing. Great experience.
Yeah, because you know how you never know someone who won a competition. You're like, oh, I know.
You almost think it's fake. You almost think it doesn't happen.
It's real, y'all. Like, they actually pay, and you actually can.
You actually can win. Like, they're not AI or robots.
Right.
So let that be like something you guys take away from that. Like, if you see an opportunity or if you see like a competition, just do it. Because there's less people going for it than you think there is.
Right.
So true.
So that was one of the highlights. I would say one of the low times was about a week after we got back, because the place was crowded, first of all.
At
DreamCon.
DreamCon.
At DreamCon. When we
wore
back
masks
to California, we all got COVID.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I was the first one to get it. I'm sorry.
And we never had COVID. That was like the first
the whole
and last
time we never had
Yeah,
it.
because we were holed up all 2020 and mostly 2021.
Yeah, like Shiloh said, what did you have, a headache?
No, I had like a little sore throat. Just
Yeah, a little sore throat. That's what it was.
Very little, but
Then it
I
blew
thought it
up.
was because of me screaming during games or whatever.
Right.
But
Yeah.
then it kind of escalated. Then you guys boarded me up in my room, and
We
then
basically quarantined him. Don't you leave this
No,
room.
but you know what? That doesn't make any sense. We were all traveling in the car for 2 days.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, like, I don't understand how, like, we had no symptoms for, like, 2 days or, like, 3 days. Like,
Right.
And then we had symptoms.
Then every single one of us started dropping
Just
like
one-
One after
except
one.
for Shasha.
No. I remember I had fatigue after. I didn't get the coffee.
Me
thing
and
that you guys got.
Shasha were the last.
Yeah.
You guys coughing a lot, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Me and Shasha were the last, and then we were like, because he's like usually the one that fixes us food, so it was like up to me and Shasha, because everyone had to be like,
No,
quarantined.
I knew it was done when Daddy got it. I knew I was done. I was like, Mommy, let's just give up, man.
terrible.
Let's just give up.
I'm not
In fact,
gonna
that's
lie.
what happened actually. Once Daddy got quarantined, we're just like, all right, guys,
Yeah.
no more quarantining.
that's
But
a
they were fixing us food and
that's a
they
top
were definitely
3
taking care of us.
moment of my life. I'm sorry. It's like number 1 is the flu,
Oh.
because that one was horrible. But you don't want to get COVID. That is, ooh, I don't want to even go
You know
into
what you
details.
don't ever want to get? Pink eye. I hate pink eye.
Ooh.
But you know pink eye comes with COVID?
Some people do get
Yeah,
pink
some
eye.
people get pink
Yeah.
eye. They actually
But I think in the grand scheme of things, guys, it really wasn't that bad for us.
No, because a lot of
There are
people
some
got
that
it
got
worse.
it
Like,
worse.
Yeah.
Shiloh, you were actually, and this is in no way downplaying COVID, because everyone, I always have to do that caveat, because I don't want anybody to think I'm downplaying it, because I know we know people who have been on ventilators from
Who's
it. So
died?
we know people who have died.
Yeah.
But for us, Shiloh literally has gotten more ill with the flu
Yeah.
than he was with what you got with COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
it all is such a weird disease. Like some people got really sick, some people
Yeah.
don't.
The
but-
sickest I've been was when I ate chicken pot pie and I
Oh
threw
yeah,
up.
you were throwing up
I
for like
remember that.
24
Dang, that
hours.
was so sad. I hated seeing that.
We can't even say those words. I'm surprised you even said those words.
I know.
Chicken pot pie.
No, we literally
Chicken
couldn't
pot
say
pie?
it for like 2 years
couldn't
because
say
she
it.
would be triggered.
Why?
Yeah, it would just
Like
trigger her.
a trigger word?
She got really
Yeah.
sick when she was younger.
Disgusting.
Wait.
I'm vegetarian.
I never
guys.
knew this. Wait, what?
You're a
Is that why
baby.
she's like vegetarian now? Like I don't think she's eaten meat since.
I know
Yeah, but-
that was just like,
I'm not gonna
gonna-
lie. Chicken in a pie sounds disgusting. I'm not
I
gonna
know.
lie.
Ugh, leave that to fruit.
but one of the reasons why I feel like we even did well is because we were in LA and we were in Palos Verdes and we had a lot of sunshine, fresh air.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't go anywhere while we were sick. We were at the house, but we had a nice patio
Outside,
and
yeah.
outside. So it was really nice. And I feel like, you know how they say everybody's going to get it? I was really like, when we tested, I was like secretly hoping maybe we won't have it. Maybe it's just a cold or something. And you know how you're supposed to wait like, what is it, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes?
Yeah, for
The
the results to
moment
show
we
up.
put the test in, it was like, boom,
Positive.
you're
Boom.
positive.
Yeah.
Like all of us. And we were like, oh man. And I think at first there's a little bit of a fear because you know how others have gotten so
Yeah,
sick.
you don't know how bad it will get.
Right. For you, you're like, what is it going to be like?
Mm-hmm.
But there's also another almost like peace, like, oh, it got me. Like, I don't have to like keep fearing, like,
Fearing
what is it
it
going to be
now.
like?
Yeah.
And,
Right.
you know, and then when we all started to get over it, it was a really, I was just so thankful. And I'm so thankful to God that we were all, like, we got
We're
all
alive.
through it.
So that's kind of like our California experience because after that, we transitioned back to our home in the South.
Yeah.
And when we got out here, we launched our slime company.
Yes.
Slime business.
I don't know if you know that we have a slime company, but we do. We started a slime company. I mean, we've made slime here and there on our videos, but we're like, this is pretty cool. Like, I like making slime. And then
Mary Go Slime.
Mary Go Slime, that's what it's called.
So tell us, guys, tell us about it. Tell us how it started. Tell us.
Yeah, so our mom was the first one to give us the idea. We're just like, okay, we weren't really familiar with slime. I saw it like years ago on an Instagram account, but none of us really know it except for like Nickelodeon slime.
And every
The
every
goo.
now and then we would do a little bit of slime.
Yeah, a little bit of
Nothing-
slime.
Yeah.
Slime skits on Onyx Kids, but other than those challenges, you know, we thought the trend died in 2017, 18. So we're just like, okay,
Right,
it's
right.
a trend.
But then
No.
on closer inspection, you see that wait a minute, slime is still booming. A lot of people still like slime for stress and for just the look of it, and just they see it as like a not just a toy, but like a recreational activity.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, it's not just for kids, it's actually for adults too.
Yeah.
Adults use it. I'm like, what?
So when
And
we
it
saw
really-
that,
and
yeah.
it really forced us to get out of our creative element and just making videos to really focusing on products. I mean, like, you know how we like channel all our focus on just like making quality videos, like that had like to be a certain length and that to have like a story and everything like that.
Right,
But
so-
with slime, it's like
yeah.
different. It's like you have to like design it really well, make sure the promos are all different from what we did on YouTube, because on YouTube, like, YouTube would naturally just promote something for us, whereas
Yeah.
like slime and like products, we had to do like be creative on
Specific
how we
promotions.
do our marketing and promos.
Right.
Yeah. Before Mary Go, we actually had names that we came up with before Mary Go Slime. So
Okay.
Shalom said Safari Putty, Ooze Gala, Bougie Sky, Cinnamon Juice.
Oh my goodness.
These all sound like slime names, but not the slime company name.
Yeah,
Huh.
right. Miracle Slime was the best name
Yeah.
for sure.
Cryonic slime, slime design. Wow, nice.
I like that.
Design.
Right,
right. Not
bad.
Slime Plus, like the streaming service. Like,
That's
OFAM slime. You came up with that. That was good.
Oh, slime.
And then you copied saying Ooze Galashne for some reason. No, you didn't. It was Moonshine slime, Shush slime. And then
We're promoting.
yeah, that's weird. And then Shashish and Marigo slimes.
Yeah.
Which I think is really
cool.
appropriate because even though I said to them, guys, I think we should do slime, because I'd started to do this research and I thought, ooh, this could be fun for our audience, could be lucrative, it could be great. Sometimes I'll say an idea and then I'll be like, you know what, guys, I don't know. And then I'll like want to move on. But Shasha, she's a go-getter. She bought all the stuff. And so she was
Yep.
like, oh, no, we're not going to move on. She said, Mom, just let me at least just make a few videos with this slime. And and she didn't know like how to start. Nothing. She just started. And like when I say she didn't know anything, I mean nobody told her, okay, mix this and this and this, do this. She just did the research herself, started playing around with different recipes. And one day, probably just maybe a couple days later, she shows me this like slime and this
was
video.
amazing.
And we were like, me and Martha look at each other like, I think we can do this.
Right.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
And
We
so
couldn't believe it.
I think it's fitting that she actually came up with the name because
Yeah.
she was just the one, like, you could have an idea, but if someone doesn't actually act on it, that's all it stays is just some
Yeah.
some
It's an
abstract
idea.
concept. But now it has given us so much.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm surprised that our following even grew that much. We have 125,000 on TikTok.
Within
and
3 months, basically 3-4
Yeah.
months.
And we
it's
sell
being
out
active.
every single week. So we drop on Thursdays.
Yes.
And we
At
sell
6
out.
p.m. Central.
Well, now it's 4. And
Oh,
we
Is it
sell
4?
out. Yeah, it's 4
'Cause
o'clock
I
now.
set it for 6 this week.
Yeah,
change
it's
it.
four.
We didn't solidify, so that's how
Yeah,
it's
change it.
Yeah, it's
I'll
gonna be 4.
change it. I'll change it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no confusion.
Yep.
Wait,
it's
Thursdays
4.
at 4 p.m. Central every week.
And it sells out every single time.
So, in overall retrospective of 2022, I think we're really proud of it. Like, we're really proud of what we accomplished and what we did. And there was a few, setbacks and everything with, like, COVID and everything. But I'm just glad we actually have, like, a business now, like Merry Go Slime,
Yeah, it's fun because I feel like it's really important. Like for me, when you guys started YouTube, one of the biggest things was having them learn every single part of the business. First it started with learning how to film, learning how to edit, learning the camera settings, learning how to do a thumbnail. Then after a few years, taking them in the back too, now bringing them in on contracts and brand deals and all of that. And now I just knew like, okay, we need to expand our skill set by learning how to do a product-based business. So it was a lot of trial and error on what kinds of products. I mean, we've done books, we've done shirts, we've done lots of different
Merch,
little
yeah.
things, but this is the first thing that I think that we're able to really say has been our most successful and is something that we really want to expand.
Right, definitely.
Outside of that, like Shiloh said, we did have some setbacks. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
like for myself. I had a little health scare this year and found out that I had an infection and I had to take care of that. And it's been really challenging. And so I'm going to share a little bit more about that. But I did end up losing a pinky off of my foot. And that was really challenging. And so I thought, oh no, I'm going to be loss of balance. But I think I'm doing really well. Like, I'm working out.
you can't even
I'm working
tell.
out, I'm walking, I even jogged on the treadmill. So I couldn't even really tell. And so,
Thank God, though, it was the smallest one, though.
yeah, because usually people like, what's his name? What's the coach of the year?
Deion
Oh,
Sanders.
Deion
Deion
Sanders.
He
Yeah.
lost
It was
his
his big toe.
And he walks pretty well too.
Yeah.
But I always heard that if you lose your big toe, then that's like,
It's like,
Well,
what?
this is the
really
thing. They were
hard.
threatening, because of the infection, they were threatening that
The whole foot?
if he was either going to get a partial foot or even a below knee.
right.
And it was like, you were so sick because it was almost, he wasn't septic, like wasn't in his bloodstream, but he was so sick that he was so tired. He was shaking with chills. And
Right.
he was just so sick that I don't even know how much he really comprehended, because the doctors would be coming to me and talking to me. And then I'd have to kind of like, they would talk to him, but they would talk to me to make sure that he knew. And, when he went in for the procedure, we didn't know whether it was going to be that procedure where he would lose either his foot, part of his leg, or just a little toe. And they go in, and literally I get they call you on your phone and say, okay, we're bringing him back. And then they call you to say, okay, we started. And then the next call is supposed to be like, we finished. So I'm thinking, okay, they did the first 2 calls, and I'm thinking, okay, we got probably an hour. I
Right.
don't know how long these surgeries
They
take.
probably did it for like 15
I'm
minutes.
literally, I want to say almost like maybe 7 minutes later. Okay. I get a call. Now I'm freaking out. Oh my goodness,
Right.
this can't be good. And they were like, okay, so we removed the toe. And I was just like bracing myself for more. But they're like, no, we removed the toe. And now we're going to just do like the cleaning and da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
But long story short, you maybe had a couple more procedures just for the actual wound and stuff. But he's doing so much better.
Right.
And
Skin
we're like
growing
on the
over
tail.
it,
We're on
everything.
we're on the tail end now. You're almost completely healed. So I'm so grateful.
So I
Praise the
feel
Lord.
very blessed. So we're coming down to the end of the year and lost a toe, but I feel like just we've gained a whole experience. So many things that we've gained.
Yeah.
The other part, bittersweet, is that 2 of our oldest have moved out.
Or in the process of moving out.
Yeah.
So,
But they already got their place.
yes. we
And
got
so
our
now
place.
we're just moving some stuff, some furniture and things. So technically you guys have moved out.
Like I said, tell us about it, guys.
Right. So, because of the success of just everything that we've been doing, we decided that it was time for us to get our own place. And so we just got one nearby to our family. And now me and Shalom are in the process of just moving out and starting a whole new era for us.
Oh yeah, we already started just like discussing plans about like, who's going to be doing dishes and like, where the dog is going to be staying at, whether it's going to be upstairs or downstairs. Like we're just establishing our own house rules and we just feel very adult about this, Even Sinead this morning was telling me like, Sinead, Shalom, did you pay the water bill? Because we're like splitting the bills. She plays the electric, I pay the water bill. And I'm like, calm down, Sinead. Trust me, it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch this.
I think the saddest part, though, of all of this, like, is this kind of sad and everything, is that Shug is leaving. So.
Dang.
Oh, wow.
Our dog.
Wow,
He said
wow,
Shug.
Shug.
More than
The
us.
dog.
Sorry, but
Wow.
it's just that he's just so. He's really been a warm welcome to the family for these past 2 years.
It's
like,
a family dog, but
Do you
really
even,
it's
do
Sinead's
you even
dog.
say
so that's
hello
the
to
reason
him
why it's
every
going.
day? You probably say hello to him every other day.
like you're talking, like you're. She's talking. She doesn't even interact with him most of the time.
Yeah, Shalom probably interacts the least out of everybody. Then
I do like a
then
head
probably
nod if
mine.
I see him. I do
Shiloh's
this.
not even sad about us leaving because he's gonna take my room. So
That's true.
He can't wait.
I cannot wait. I'm
Sinead
gonna.
has one of the best rooms.
I have so much stuff planned now that I'm getting your room out
yeah,
of
he's so
everything.
ready. He's like, so when are you moving out? Like, when are you packing up your stuff? Do I move in the same day? Like, he's like,
Like, I will literally
Anxious.
help you move if I have to get in it sooner. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
So that's basically.
Sasha won't take my room though.
You don't want to take Shalom?
Nah, I love my room here, guys.
Yeah,
Shasha's
Sasha
very
goes in
simple.
so many
She doesn't
rooms.
necessarily want to move all her stuff upstairs. Because Shasha will use the room anyway.
She goes into
Yeah.
all the rooms of the house. She's
Yeah.
a nomad.
I think for me, though, me and Marthel, I mean, I won't speak for you, but I think we feel really good because we know that we know that I got extra time. I've told them this before. I got extra time with them because during the pandemic, we had actually been talking about them, thinking about getting a new place. But because of the pandemic and everything, it just kind of, everything got really halted. And then we spent some time in California. So it just kind of felt like at that point, it wasn't a good time. But now I think we're really, really proud of them and know that this is a really good step in their future because, you can't hold on to your kids forever. And honestly, they need to just get that experience, that space. And we're excited for them. And I think for us, we're just like,
Wow, we're about to be empty
We're going to be
nesters
empty
soon.
nesters soon.
Sasha's 20 this year. Shallow's gonna be 16 in just a few weeks. Like, wow. Like, we're about to be empty nesters.
Yeah, which
So.
is funny for us because like it feels like our whole marriage. Well, honestly, we've always had kids and we'll always have kids because you guys will always be here. But what we're saying is like from the beginning, like we basically had Shalom 9 months after the wedding.
Shalom
So.
is basically
Grown up with
grown
us.
up with us. Like,
And
she's been there
Sinead, because
from
she
the
came
time.
a year after that.
basically.
Like,
So.
Shalom knows me almost as much as my wife because
And mother.
1998, that's when I met her. By 1999, I met Shalom.
True.
So I was like,
Did you say I met Shalom?
yeah. So it's like, not like 1 year difference. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Shalom knows about marriage. She knows about the ups and
Shalom,
the
you've been here
downs
since the beginning.
and everything because she was there listening as a little baby with her ears,
Yes,
listening to
Shalom
the
loves to
arguments
listen.
and.
Shalom likes to listen to
Yeah, you do, actually. I'm not
Honestly,
gonna lie.
I think about that and I go, Shalom is going to miss hearing
Oh,
any of
yeah.
our phone
Conversations.
calls.
Who's
Shalom,
gonna
you've been
entertain
here
you,
since the
Shalom? You
beginning.
get
I'm gonna have to
well,
call one of them to go like, hey, yo, what's mom and dad's latest
Alright,
gossip?
Michelle, we can.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. Aren't I like right next to you guys?
Yeah, you're going.
You're not
to
gonna
be.
care.
Moving
You're gonna be-
upstairs.
That's true. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna care. So
Yeah.
you're
but-
you're worry free basically.
So, guys, this is our year in a nutshell. From moving to California all the way to coming back and the kids moving out. Like, that has
Right.
been our year.
Wow, full circle.
Full circle. And now 2023, we got a lot of things planned and stored.
What is it something that you guys actually want to do this year that the audience, will look forward to?
Well, this year is our 25th anniversary. So, on our podcast, Onyx Life, we're going to be like taking people into our 25-year journey and kind of giving them the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
Oh. Well, we are starting a new brand, Shotties. It's basically me, Sinead, and Shalom, and we're basically giving girl advice in our podcast. So we're looking forward to growing that.
Yes, it's gonna have vlogs, advice, talking about starting our own business, relationships, all types of stuff like that.
And you guys already started uploading.
Yes,
We
already have content up.
You
so-
can go to Onyx Shotties for that.
Right, on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube.
Yeah.
I say for me, when I'm turning 16, I'll be eligible for Twitch streaming as well. So I might do a little bit of streaming as well. And then I'm going to do some more play Onyx stuff. Now that I'm going in your room, I have like a lot more space. So thank you, Sinead. So, yeah.
Excited.
Shiloh's getting his license as well this year.
My driver's license.
Shasha got her permit, so she'll be getting her license as well. So a lot of good things in store this year.
And Sinead's putting out an album this year. She just
Yes, I'm putting on an album, and I'm planning to do a show at some time this year.
Yay.
So you guys watch out, watch for it. Anyhow,
Wait, Shalom didn't say what she wanted.
Oh, I'm building up my self-care brand, guys. It's called Talking to Myself.
yeah.
Where can you find that?
We can find it in all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Shotties.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So that's it, guys. 2023. We're wishing you guys all the best. Join us on Onyx Family Podcast and all the other platforms that we mentioned, because you're going to get a whole lot of Onyx.
A whole lot of content this year. A lot of
Oh,
content.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Very promising year.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right. Bye, guys.
We will see you later. Bye.
God bless.